Hey guys, what's up? This is Matthew Davis meeting once again. Welcome back to another movie review, aka after I saw. I know it's pretty late, but I couldn't really do my after I saw video on this because my mom and sister were watching stuff downstairs, and I did not want any of the noise to get into copyright. Yeah. But anyways, Pacific Rim Uprising. Now I'll explain more once I'm finished talking about the plot. So John Boyega, who was in Star Wars The Force Awakens, stars as the rebellious Jake Pentecost, a once promising Jagger pilot whose legendary father gave his life to secure humanity's victory against the monstrous kaiju. Jake has since abandoned his training only to become caught up in a criminal underworld, but when an even more unstoppable threat is unleashed to tear through the cities and bring the world to its knees, he is given one last chance to live up to his father's legacy by his estranged sister, Mako Mori, who is leading a brave new generation of pilots that have grown up in the shadow of war as they seek justice for the fallen. Their only hope is to unite together in a global uprising. That's the title of the movie. Against the forces of extinction, Jake is joined by gifted rival pilot Lambert, um, part of Fate of the Furious, who his name is Scott Eastwood. So anyway, and 15-year-old Jaeger hacker Amara, as the heroes of the PPDC become the only family he has left, rising up to become the most powerful defense force to ever walk the earth. They will set course for a new adventure on a towering scale. So, Pacific Rim Uprising is directed by a man named Stephen S. DeKnight, who is a part of Netflix's Daredevil series and stars Spartacus series. And, yeah. Now, if you want my honest opinion, I didn't really care for the first Pacific Rim. That is pretty much one of my most unpopular opinions. I didn't really like the first Pacific Rim. I thought, I just thought it was slow. I know it's kind of hard for me to say since that movie has just filled with robots, giant robots fighting monsters and stuff. I'm gonna be honest, it should have been my type of movie, given the fact that it's Guillermo del Toro, and the fact that the voice of GLaDOS from the Portal games makes a cameo as one of the audios for the robots. I just wasn't a fan of it. It just wasn't my cup of tea. I'm not sure if I should rewatch it or what. So, you know that I wasn't really big on really hyped for this film. Now, if you're wondering how I saw this film, I saw this with a friend. No, it's not Matthew Bailey. It's someone else who offered me if I wanted to see a movie, and I said sure. So the only one that I know of was Pacific Rim Uprising. So I decided, hey, I'll see Pacific Rim Uprising for the hell of it. And it's basically my same opinion as the first film. I did not care for this film, but does that mean it's complete trash? No, it's not. There's very little things I can say that are good about it. Like, the best thing I can describe it is when the actual fights go along. I can say they're entertaining for the most part, but they're pretty much something that I've seen multiple times. It's basically the same as the first film, except it has some painfully dull characters, and it does bring up some character development, but it doesn't handle it very well, in my opinion, because there are so many characters in this that they try to get into the film, but it just doesn't really work out very well. That's my main issue, is the characters. Like, there aren't that many to root for. The fact that they're controlling these big, huge, giant robots and beating off the enemies and stuff, it just didn't really work for me. And another thing, the way it ends is pretty anticlimactic, and it's almost like they're gonna make a third movie. Like, I'm not, no spoilers or anything like that, but it really does feel like they're bringing in this whole new mega huge franchise, one of these big action franchises. But I'm just like, Okay. Not really sure how you're really going to go with that. The fact that these characters just feel so boring. Some of the performances aren't even that all that good. I mean, some of them are okay for the most part. And when the characters are on screen, it just becomes as boring and dull. Even for a movie that's only an hour and 51 minutes. That's kind of saying a lot. Not to say that but there are a couple of chuckly moments. Like, there are some comedic moments. Like, there was a scene, a brief spoiler, there's a scene where one of the robots is giving the finger. That, I could say, is pretty freaking funny for the most part. But other than that, it was just a one-time watch. I can say that I saw the film, and for the most part, it's pretty much what I expected. Um, so yeah, I think many fans or some fans will of the first film will appreciate this movie. But as not much of a fan of the first film, I'm not a fan of this one either. There's not really that much else I really want to say, but so yeah, positive note, it's a visually stunning film, and when the action sequences with the monsters that aren't really all that cliched, which pretty much the whole fights are, is enjoyable enough, but it just has dull characters and a dull story, and pretty much something that I've seen before. I know I'm pretty much nitpicking here, but pretty much it's kind of what I expected. I know I keep repeating myself, but yeah. I'm gonna give Pacific Rim Uprising a 2 out of 5. So yeah, not a horrible movie, but I didn't like it. So yeah. This weekend is gonna be my dad's birthday, and my grandma's gonna be coming in town, and we're gonna see A Quiet Place. I'm really looking forward to that movie. Like, I've really been anticipating that film. The trailer really interested me, but I'll talk about all that later. So yeah. Also, I'm currently making I recently rented a Far Cry 5. If you saw in my chat with Matt video, that wasn't even about me. It had my friend Matthew Bailey in it. Yeah, that was just an April Fool's Day video. Like I said in the description, I will do another chat with Matt soon, not immediately after, but thank you guys so much for watching. I might have my review for Far Cry 5. I'm really working hard to finish the game before I have to return it. Hopefully I'll have a review probably either tomorrow or Thursday. I don't know yet. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Word out.